Okay, so hello guys, I am Koki and I am here with a yap session about the series earlier between IG and T1. So this is something that I would do for all the games of Worlds this year because I have a lot of things to say after watching the series. And yeah, I guess I'll just record my yap session about it. I'll probably glaze some players or even some plays, but yeah, I mean, this is why we watch Worlds, right? So I'm just playing the official stream in the background, but I know what happened in the series, so I'll just go through my thoughts. And yeah, let's go to game one. Okay, so we're here in game one, and let's talk about what I noticed in their draft. So yeah, from the looks of it, T1 is quite at the disadvantage since Trundle doesn't really have anyone to sap what do you call this? Like resistances from. Like the Shy hit us with his Rek'Sai, which is like a pick that he picked once so far, and he has a 100% win rate. And I looked up the career stats, okay? He only picked Rek'Sai top once, and he won that game. So, yeah, he was styling on us right from the start, and he's against Doran. We all know about what Doran does with Ambessa, with the Krug buff. But yeah, so another thing to consider is that Wei had picked Kiana 3 times in his career. This probably is his fourth time, and he has a 33% win rate on it. So yeah, other than that, like everything seems normal here in my notes. But yeah, I think the what do you call this? All of them are pretty weird comps, and it just depends on how they pull it off. And as you can notice, probably later I'll talk about that. But Keria is playing very safe support picks, which is very interesting because that's not the Keria that we know. So yeah, now this is a hot take, but I feel like in this whole series, like T1 is holding themselves back. They're not really picking the champions that they would like pull out at the later matches. So yeah, the IG is basically fighting a T1 that is nerfing themselves. So man, that's just I am a T1 glazer right now, but that's just really interesting. And as for Gala, he picked Corki it for 10 times in his career, and this is his 11th time, and he only has a 30% win rate here. And yeah, from the looks of it, he is the weakest link, like among all of the players in this game. He has the lowest win rate with his champion, and yeah, let's just go to the game. And I guess I'll feature one play that I like in that game since I don't want this to be too long. But yeah, let me look for it. Okay, so I found the play wherein the Shy became the throw. So as you can see, they're getting Guma, but yeah, they got knocked out by Faker's wall. So they got locked off. That's the right term. And yeah, this is basically just them like scrambling away. But in the end, Faker got them with the goated knockback, and then Severe did some severe things, and it basically just destroyed them. And I mean, I'm not really gonna blame the Shy. Maybe he got too excited since he was like, yeah, this is the play where my Rek'Sai pick finally makes sense. Now, it didn't work out. Now, that's also the reason why you don't pick Rek'Sai top, right? But yeah, that basically broke the game for them, right? As you can see, like, I don't know, they probably got the momentum, and yeah, they got the momentum there. They got the Baron and basically ended things. So that's pretty much it for game 1. So let's move on to game 2. Okay, so as for game 2, uh, we basically have the Shy with Sion, since he clearly loves to like engage and hopefully not die, and Sion fixes that concern, and nothing really comes up as of the picks. They're pretty typical. They're finally playing the game as it is intended, and no weird picks here, other than the fact that IG really I call this outdrafted T1 in terms of team fighting. Like, man, that those are a ton of wombo combos, and like aside from like the offense, they also had defense in mind. They had Karma, they have Oriana in case just to counter Faker's Akali, and they did a pretty great job. They didn't stop Faker because he's the GOAT, but yeah, they did a great job at that, and that also sealed the game for them. So their comp eventually worked. As for the one that has the weakest or the lowest win rate, it has to be Guma's MF. So he has played 15 games with, oh, it's not Guma, sorry. It's Gala's Caitlyn. So he has 15 games on Caitlyn, and he only has 40% win rate. And it's actually interesting because he low-key carried this game. Like, credits to Mako and Rookie, they protected him. But yeah, I actually like the play of carry here. They let me look for it. Okay, so it will happen soon. But yeah, don't get me wrong. This game is probably my favorite since T1 really like they really did a lot of T1 things. Like, uh, the only way that they could win is to find a good flank, since the defensive team fighting of IG is basically sealed, and it will eventually go stronger as the game goes on. So you just have to find good engages, and flanks are the best engages to find them off guard. So that's the whole game. Unfortunately, it didn't pan out for them, but this is my favorite play. So yeah, look at this. So the casters also called it. So there's Keria. Look at Keria there at the top. So he was hiding in the bush. He warded this bush, and then he walked back to his team to the fog of war and jumped at the right moment, and it caught Gala off guard. So I think they showed it here in the replay. In there, look, the casters called it well, and I really liked it too. I was really impressed. Keria is just Keria, man. He's too good. So yeah, look, he warded it, and then oh, what's happening? Look, he's moving around, moving around. He hid in the fog of war into the alcove, and then there he's in the bush. And yeah, the MF ult is right there. Fortunately, it didn't work out for game 2 for T1, but yeah, that's for game 2. Let's move to game 3. The series is tied, and what are they gonna do about it? So, man, Doran picked Galio top, and he only picked it twice in his career. But he won both of those games, so that's fine. But yeah, interesting pick, and I guess I see it since he's up against Rumble. So, oh, I see it now. So apparently, he's trying to counter Rumble since the Shy is very like stacked whenever he's using it. He has 41 games so far in his career, and he has a 78% win rate. So picking Galio, it basically increases your magic. He has a magic shield. Okay, so basically trading with Rumble is way easier. He won't bully you as much, and yeah, it helps out with his great ult. And owner is on Xin Zhao, which is one of the best champions that I want him to use, since Owner is a really proactive jungler, similar to Inspired. I love Inspired. He's probably my favorite jungler so far. And yeah, they excel. Junglers like them excel whenever they use like junglers with high agency, when like they'll carry the game early. So yeah, and extend the lead for their team. So evidently, it worked out for them. And something to keep in mind here is that Guma picked Yunara, and it's a pretty new champion. He only picked it 3 times so far, and he has a 33% win rate with her. And yeah, despite that, he somehow like won the game for them. But it's mostly a team effort, and Keria being Keria. And yeah, let me find a play that I liked here. Okay, so I didn't really remember any part of this game because I saw it as a stomp, and I'm probably doing some other thing while watching it. But yeah, remember what I told you about owner picking Xin Zhao? I'll just look at this. Now Guma is like doing Guma things, but there, look at it. Look, he almost died. Keria got it with the ult. I- Gala was supposed to die there, but yeah, I mean that's crazy. That damage. As long as you hold on to that lead, owner knows how to capitalize through that, and that sealed the game. They got Atakan, and I mean, what can you do with a 707 owner? That's crazy. Let's look at that damage again. That's crazy, man. And at the end, he had the cooldown down. The cooldown down. The cooldown recovered, and that beautiful play. Crazy. Now we're at the fourth game, and let's ask IG, what's the team comp that you thought that would take us to Silver Scrapes? The Shy picked Varus top. He hasn't picked him ever in his career. He has 0 games on it, professional games. So he has a 0% win rate. He basically just felt himself tonight and picked Varus top for all of us. And man, the Shy, you're such a goat. Thank you for keeping T1 in the tournament. You saved League a lot of viewers for the rest of the world. And man, I don't know why, but respect. And in the end, yeah, that Varus pick is basically the most like the weakest like stats wise, because like man, why you haven't played this in, in a professional game yet? He pulled out all of his cards just to like get to Silver Scrapes. I mean, the Shy. It's either you win the game or you throw it. A tale as old as time. And yeah, other than that, we were able to see Faker's LeBlanc again. It was such a long time since the last time that Faker picked it. I don't want to look it up, but yeah, I haven't seen him pick this since. And I guess it was just a power play for him, since he was like, I'm done with this series. Let me play my LeBlanc. And he has these 63 games so far, and he has an 81% win rate, together with Owner on his Nocturne. And man, I don't know how Owner lived in like those 2 fights, but my favorite one has to be the last one, because man, how does that happen? Like I refuse to believe that they are not a paid actor. Like how can T1 like keep winning like this way? So, well, let me look for it. Yes, this is it, man. I don't know how T1 could always win in like situations like this. Look, everything was played well, and I'm not gonna blame uh like the shy. The shy was the one caught with the paranoia, but he got popped immediately. They can't really do shit. And look at owner. He lived. How did he live after all that? Let's look at it again. No, if you're IG, there's really nothing that you can do. Like Nocturne will come after you, and then Faker will go in together with him, and you're basically cooked if you're squishy. Mako, props to Mako. He plays God Nautilus, one of his best picks. It's just that the T1 bot lane is just better. Look, they just pop. Everyone, Faker. Faker, what was that? Owner, what was that? You're basically like doing an Olaf while using Nocturne. He's just hitting people and healing from it. And now, yeah, that's crazy. Conqueror is crazy. And yeah, that ends the series. And I'll be back. Uh, our goal so far is to hit 1050 subs before GTA 6, and hopefully that happens. So yeah, if you wanna glaze T1, if you wanna wish IG fans well, since their team is gone now for the whole year, then just leave it down in the comments, and yeah, see you next series.